Me voy a matar, este es mi último. Uy.
Hey, I'm glad I caught you before you left for the day. Well, I wanted to thank you for yesterday. I need to thank you. You were really helpful and so much better at explaining things than my teachers. I probably would have passed, but I wasn't looking forward to explaining my marks to my parents. But now I won't have to worry about that. Not perfect marks, of course, but definitely a lot closer than I would have been without you.
I did end up making it before you left. Sorry to interrupt you, too, but are you in a hurry to get going? I just wanted to talk to you for a moment. It isn't anything super urgent. It can wait till tomorrow if... Alright, thanks. I'll let you and Valerie carry on with your conversation, and I'll meet you out by the statue in a couple minutes.
What was that about? What does August want to talk to you about? I guess we will, yeah. Anyways, having a study session like that was really thoughtful, and the fact that you were so kind to me. Another classman you barely know. Well, it was really sweet, especially since you, my friend, Alex, and August all had your own exam to study for. You know, people generally say nice things about you, but I gained a real sense of appreciation of you yesterday. You really don't need to be so modest about it. You were a big help, and you're just gonna have to accept that. I insist. Anyways, as a token of my thanks, here. It's a cute little flower pin that you can put on your bag. Primrose, the label said. Yeah, besides being pretty, different flowers symbolizes different things, and these are a perfect symbol of how I feel. I insist, remember? Look, I have the same one on mine. See, it's cute. Would you like me to put this on for your bag for you?
Thanks for waiting.
It's fine, we were still talking too.
Again, I really don't mean to interrupt, but what are you two up to?
I was putting this matching flower pin on their backpack as a token of... well, because of yesterday.
Oh, I didn't realize that you two were that close already. I don't think I've ever heard them talk about you. Didn't you just...
Well, sure, but it was a meeting of great consequences, you see.
I see? And so, you have a memento of the occasion.
2, actually. One for them and one for me.
If you don't want her flirting with you, you should probably tell her that. Instead of going along with whatever she says just because you're too polite to say no. Or are you the kind of girl who's too possessive to take no as an answer?
Of course I'm flirting with you.
You're so adorably innocent. People flirt with people they've just met all the time. My sister has said she gets hit on most nights she's out at the bar with her friends, actually.
If I need to start being all like, notice me, senpai, then I will.
Yeah, please don't do that.
No offense, August, but you're not the senpai whose attention I've been trying to get.
None taken. I already have someone in mind anyway, actually. Oh, right. Well, to be honest, that is kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
What do you mean?
I'd have preferred to have this conversation in private, but I wanted to thank you for yesterday, too. There are a few questions on the exam over things we very specifically went over that I definitely wouldn't have known otherwise.
It was helpful, but why would you need to say that in private?
Well, that part I wouldn't. But that wasn't the only thing I wanted to say. Nor are you the only one who wanted to confess her feelings, Valerie.
Why would you come in and ruin my confession like that? I loved them more than you ever could, so how dare you?
To be fair, that wasn't my intention. I didn't know what you two were talking about when...
You were the one who I told them I was flirting with them, and you confessed after that?
Yes, but I was asked what I had wanted to talk to them about, and... well, that's what I wanted to talk to them about. I agree. There's no need for us to fight. I know we might not be super close friends, but I like you more than you could possibly ever know. And have ever since our very first interaction all that time ago. 2 years, 7 months, 13 days ago to be precise. And you have held my eye all this time. I pay attention to you, and so I know all about you. I've just been too shy to say anything more than just indirectly flirting with you all the time. But I've been building up the courage to tell you for a while. The fact that it's the same day that Valerie is confessing to you is a really unfortunate coincidence.
You really think it's an unfortunate coincidence?
Well, yeah, I do. I have no reason to doubt you when you say you love them. And so if I had gathered my courage one day earlier or one day later, we would not be having this conversation.
Of course you can't doubt that I love them. It's that obvious. Even you can see it, but what I said was that I love them more than you ever could.
Which I'd politely disagree with.
So what makes you think you have a chance here? I'd do anything for them. Anything.
Well, of course, I'd be beyond ecstatic to hear that they felt the same way, that they could return my feelings, that we could be together. But just as I wouldn't be able to return anyone else's feelings, no matter how passionately and emotionally they were to confess to me, I can't expect them to reciprocate. It would obviously pain me greatly, but if they're already in love with you, Valerie, or anyone else for that matter, I would simply accept the rejection.
Do you hear her? She said that she loves you more than I do, which is a ridiculous idea on its own. But she's also so quick to give up on her love for you the moment things are inconvenient. And to think. But for me, even if I wanted to give up my fervent, unwavering love for you, hypothetical, it pains me to even say, I don't think I would be able to. And as I said, I would do anything for you. Certainly more than she would.
Come on, Valerie. We're overwhelming our poor dear with us fighting over them. Having two cute girls confessing this passionately at the same time is a lot to take in. Especially since I'm sure they don't want to upset whichever of us they don't end up picking.
But
let's go home for the day. Give them some time to process what's happened, some time to think. And once they've done that, we can go from there. Okay?
But... Fine, let's go. Oh, your tires have been slashed, so it looks like you won't be able to drive home.
Huh? Mine or theirs?
No, not yours, August. Why would I know which car is yours?
It's the green... Never mind, that. Yeah, exactly. Why would someone do that?
I wonder. It's inconvenient, darling. That's why we're talking, so that I'm still here. I can take you home, and then we can go from there. Of course, I don't mind. I told you, I'd do anything for you. And driving you home isn't any inconvenience. I mean, I need to go home anyway, don't I?
Hey, Valerie. Which way do you live?
That way. Why?
I could have sworn that you lived over by Alex. And I know he lives in the other direction. I just thought it'd be pretty inconvenient for you to take them to their house on your way home. But their place is on my way home. So I was gonna offer to take them home myself.
I do live over by him. Yeah, it is that way, isn't it? Not good with directions, sorry. But even so, it wouldn't be inconvenient. I have errands to run on that side of town today, anyway. Yeah, of course I do.
I do.
You wrote your address in your school planner, silly. I found it when you went to get a drink during the study session yesterday. That's not all I know about you, sweetheart.
I told you that I pay a lot of attention to you. Ask around and so on. So I know a lot about you. In this case, though, my parents are friends with one of your neighbors a few houses down. Though I'd have found out a different way, otherwise. I can't speak for Valerie, but yep. I am curious, though.
Yes, August. Do share your wondrous curiosity with us, will you?
Well, I was wondering why someone would do that to your car. It doesn't look like it happened to anyone else, so why single you out? Right? Any ideas, Valerie?
I did it.
You did?
What of it? Well, I needed to talk to you after school, and even though I have last period free, I couldn't risk you leaving before we finished our conversation or anything like that. Besides, what issue is it anyway? I told you I'd take you home today, and like that's hardly a one-time offer. I'll pick you up every morning and drive you to school, drive you afterward, make the best of all the time we have. Though, at that point, you might as well just move in with me. And of course, we can go to other places too, cute little dates too. Well, I won't spoil the surprise. Or, you have history class last period with Mr. Hennison, but I know he has an open seat on the third period class. We can switch you into that class so you'll be able to have a free last period as well. And then we'll have even more time. Sure you can. It's just some pointless elective. What's really important, darling?
Are you done, Valerie?
Uh-huh.
You admitted to slashing the tires, didn't you? You could get in trouble for that, you know. To say nothing of what impressions it leaves.
You couldn't prove it. The school cameras don't cover that area. It'll be your word against mine, and given this little fight we've had over my sweetheart over here, it certainly wouldn't be too hard to convince you that you're making it up out of jealousy, that they didn't choose you.
Is that so? This would be inconvenient then, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, what are you gonna do about it?
Is there anything you need from your car before one of us takes you home? Sounds good. Then, I suspect I might know your answer, but do you have a preference for which one of us it is?
Such a ridiculous question.
I thought you might say that.
What? Why would you? But I told you, it's not an inconvenience. I have errands to run on that side of town today. And besides, taking my darling home wouldn't be an inconvenience anyway. Nothing for them would be an inconvenience.
Let's go, before the situation gets any worse. My car is that green one over there, okay? Oh, Valerie.
You really think you're gonna take them? Take my love from me? And then taunt me with that?
I'm taking them home today. No one said anything yet about us dating or even what's happening tomorrow.
I offered to take them home first.
And when asked, they chose to come home with me. Or did you not listen to them?
But I should be the one to take them. I know what they want, even if they're too shy to admit it, even to themselves.
Even if that were true, that's not what I was going to tell you.
Oh, and what's that?
The school cameras aren't the only things that can record, you know.
You've been recording this? I won't give you the satisfaction of tricking my darling into being with you and then flaunting your undeserved so-called win with this recording.
That's not what this is about.
Then what is it about?
Anyway, we're leaving now. We'll see you tomorrow, Valerie.
You are not leaving with them! You're not getting away with this! I'm gonna report you for kidnapping and then we'll see how you feel about this whole situation. You won't be so smug then.
I'm sorry about all this. I didn't mean to cause all this drama. Part of me wonders if I shouldn't have gotten involved and maybe she wouldn't have been like this.
Fine, if you're just gonna ignore me, then I'll come back here, behind you. I know you won't run me over. I know you won't hurt me. You're not willing to take that decisive action to actually have them to yourself, are you? If you're smart, you would just give up at this point. Let me take them home, and maybe we could forget this ever happened.
You're welcome. As I said, I love you a lot. More than you could ever possibly believe, no matter how long I tried to convince you. It takes a lot of self-control, even now. Especially now. To not shower you in kisses and other displays of affection despite my shyness. It's convenient today, but I record all of our interactions. Every single one of them. So that I can replay them over and over again and hear your voice. And I know that's weird, especially since you didn't know about it, but I never wanted to force you. I meant what I said about accepting a rejection if it came to it. And I would delete the recordings if you wanted me to. And it's why I asked you which of us you'd prefer going with, even with things going the way they are. But it concerns me to think about what might have happened if you'd chosen differently. You're too kind. I love you. Are you going to answer it?
You're really gonna continue ignoring me? Eventually, you're gonna have to leave me with no choice.
Most of the time, I'd say it's a bad idea.
Did she steal your phone, darling? Is that why you're not answering?
But you might be able to convince her to come back up to the side of the car instead of behind us. And then we can get out? She already seems to hate me. Not sure much is going to change about that either way. Give me your hand. You got this, sweetheart. Don't worry. I'll play along with whatever you tell her.
Oh, yes, you answered. Are you okay? Did she hurt you? Are you able to get out? What has she said to you? Did you... I'm glad you're okay, darling. I want you to know that I'm not gonna let her hurt you. And if she does, well, I prefer not to hurt her either, but it's merely justice at that point.
No, you can't tell her that. I know you can't open the door, but she could. Come on, let me lock it. Stop pushing me. Let me lock it.
No, darling. Make sure she can't lock it. I'm coming up there. Just hold on.
Oh, she moved. Now's my chance. Hold on.
Don't worry, darling. I won't let anything happen to you. Just wait for me, okay? Be strong for...
I feel bad about doing that to her, but I don't know what else we could have done. She probably won't stop calling you. Up to you, but blocking her might be your best bet. Well, normally I'd obviously take you back to your place. And I can do that if you want. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's the first place she goes. And it stands to reason that she could find my place too. What if we went somewhere out in public? So even if she found us, she wouldn't really be able to do anything. And maybe we could count it as a first date. I've heard rumors about her, but I never would have expected her to act like that. I intend to use the recording from today to report her to at least the school, and if you'd like, we can get the police involved since there were threats and destruction of property. And I'm a bit worried about what might happen later, but... yeah, that's true. There is a bright side to this, though. You're gonna have to set some boundaries on how much affection you can possibly withstand from me going forward. I'm letting you know now, if we let this dam burst, it's gonna be hard to control. That's a bold stance. But we'll make sure we make it work.